I'm going to guide us through a quick tapping sequence that you can use to help with personal performance. And this can really apply to anything from athletic performance to performance in artistic endeavors, or even things like public speaking or performance in the workplace. It can help with any number of things. So, what I'd like you to do first is just think about the way that you'd like to be performing a little more optimally and maybe improving that performance. And just notice what sensations you feel in your body as you tune into that. You might feel almost like you're being pulled downwards or backwards, or there might be some constriction in your throat or tightness there. So just see what's there for you, and then we'll start tapping on the side of the hand. And don't worry if you haven't tapped before, you can just copy what I'm doing and you'll still get really great results. So even though there seems like there's something stopping me from performing a little better the way I'd like to, I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Even though I'm having trouble performing a little bit better at this thing, I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Even though it seems like something is standing in my way of performing a little bit better the way I know I should be able to, I'm open to loving and accepting myself anyways. All right, and tap on the top of the head. Seems like there's something standing in my way of performing better. Tap on the eyebrow. It's like there's something just standing in my way. Tap on the side of the eye. Feel like, I have all the tools I need to be able to perform better. Tap under the eye. But there's something just standing in my way of actually doing it. Tap under the nose. It's like there's some kind of obstacle standing in my way of performing a little better. Tap under the lips. There's something standing in my way. Tap on the collarbone. It seems like something is really standing in my way of performing a little bit better. Tap under the arm. Feels like I've got something that's just stopping me from performing the way I know I should be able to. And tap on the top of the head. Seems like there's something standing in my way of performing a little better. Tap on the eyebrow and just tune in and notice if there's anything in particular coming up for you that might be standing in your way there. Tap on the side of the eye. It might be that you're afraid of who you have to perform that in front of, or who might be noticing your performance. So maybe there's some nervousness going on there. Tap under the eye. Or it might be that in the past you've performed well and maybe were made to feel badly about that. Maybe it hurt your feelings or other people's feelings when you performed well. Tap under the nose. It could be that you're getting angry and frustrated if you've been perhaps practicing the same thing over and over again and not feeling like you're progressing past a certain point. Tap under the lips. Or it could also be that if you've been kind of practicing over and over again, maybe you've got almost like a mental block where it feels familiar and kind of like habit to do it a certain way, even if it's not the way you want to be doing it. Tap on the collarbone. So it could be any number of things standing in the way. Just see if any of those ring true for you, or maybe you've got something of your own there. And tap under the arm. Seems like there's just something standing in my way of performing a little bit better. And tap on the top of the head. It's like I know I should be able to do it, but something keeps getting in my way. Tap on the eyebrow. And maybe I know what that something is, and maybe I don't. Tap on the side of the eye. But there seems like there's something getting in the way of me performing the way I really want to. Tap under the eye. Something seems to be getting in my way. Tap under the nose. It's like I know I should be capable of performing this a little bit better. Tap under the lips, but I just can't seem to be able to do it. And tap on the collarbone. And notice if you've got any other feelings coming up about maybe your performance and whether you're able to do it or not, or feelings of pressure related to that. Tap under the arm. It could be that those are affecting you and kind of clouding things and adding some stresses to you. And tap on the top of the head. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit of stress and pressure around this performance thing. Tap on the eyebrow. I'm feeling some pressure and stress around this. Tap on the side of the eye. Got some pressure and stress coming up around this performance thing. Tap under the eye. This pressure to perform. Tap under the nose. And maybe it's coming from somewhere else, and maybe it's just coming from me. Tap under the lips, but there's some kind of pressure on me to perform. Tap on the collarbone. Feeling kind of pressured and stressed about performing. Tap under the arm. And I don't know if that's really helping me to perform better. Tap on the top of the head. Maybe it's kind of trying to help me, but I don't know if it's being that effective. Tap on the eyebrow and just notice if anything else is coming up for you as far as your feelings about this performance. Tap on the side of the eye. Seems like there's something standing in my way of performing a little bit better. Tap under the eye. Something seems to be interfering. Tap under the nose. And maybe I can figure out what it is and maybe I can't. Tap under the lips. I don't know, but something's standing in the way. Tap on the collarbone. Something's interfering with my ability to perform. Tap under the arm. Who knows what it is exactly. And tap on the top of the head. But something is getting in the way. Tap on the eyebrow. I'd like to be open to some other possibilities. Tap on the side of the eye. Like, what if it would be okay for me to just go ahead and perform without something getting in my way? Tap under the eye and just try to actually tune into that and imagine what that would be like. Tap under the nose. You might notice that there's actually some resistance to being able to perform the way you're kind of hoping to. Tap under the lips. It could be that performing well would somehow separate you from people you care about or cause uncomfortable changes in your life in some way. Tap on the collarbone. Or maybe there are some other consequences, perhaps people getting jealous of you or maybe someone getting hurt. Tap under the arm. I'd like to be able to just perform the way I want to, but I don't know if I can. Tap on the top of the head. I don't know if I can. I don't know if it feels safe to. Tap on the eyebrow. I mean, I'd like it to feel safe to. Tap on the side of the eye, and I'd like to just be able to perform the way I know I could. Tap under the eye. But I don't know if I can fully believe that it's safe for me to, and that it's possible. Tap under the nose. I mean, some part of me wants to be able to. Tap under the lips. But there's a part of me that just says, no, it's not possible. Tap on the collarbone. I'd like to be open to the idea that it could be possible for me and safe and comfortable. Tap under the arm. I mean, it seems like it's possible and safe and comfortable for other people. Tap on the top of the head. So why not me? Tap on the eyebrow. Okay, so maybe it's safe and comfortable and doable for other people. Tap on the side of the eye. But I'm not other people, so I don't think that's going to happen for me anytime soon. Tap under the eye. Or maybe it could. Tap under the nose. No, I couldn't. Tap under the lips. Maybe it could. Tap on the collarbone. And whether it could or couldn't, tap under the arm. Either way, I'd like to be okay and just accept myself as I am. Okay. Let's take a nice deep breath. And let's just check in again. So tune back into whatever it is that you're trying to perform at. And notice what sensations are present in your body now as you think about that. Chances are you've noticed a little bit of a shift and it feels different than before. So it could be that you're feeling a lot better and more comfortable and safer about performing, and you might even notice that you can go ahead and just go and perform like that now after doing the tapping. You might also notice that as we were tapping through different things and potential obstacles to performing, that certain memories came up or things that you are aware of now that might be stopping you from performing. For example, maybe there was a time when you performed really well and were criticized for it even though you performed well. And so maybe there's some hurt feelings that you've been holding on to over that, and that could potentially be holding you back even if you hadn't been aware of it until now. So if you did notice any of those kind of memories surfacing, those can be great to do some tapping on with the tell the story technique to get a more focused approach to letting go of any of those hurt feelings that we're holding on to that can really stop us from performing at our optimal level.